Alam niyo ba paano mag-solve ng isang hydrostatic problem? So, subukan natin itong problem na to noong May 2019 and it involves a rectangular gate. So, yung dimensions ng gate natin is 2.4 meters siya and its width na 1.6 meters. And yung gate natin is inclined at 45 degrees from the horizontal and yung tip ng ating gate is 1.5 meters from the water surface. So, this is a three-problem situation. So, yung first na tinatanong sa ating situation is, what is the hydrostatic force that our gate experiences? And yung formula natin for our hydrostatic force is F equals gamma HA. So, ang ating A dito is area. H dito is the vertical distance. So, importante yan. Vertical distance ng ating centroid of our area to the water surface. And syempre, ang ating gamma dito is simply yung unit weight ng ating liquid. So, isa-isahin natin sila. Gamma, since sa problem, sinasabi lang naman na water, so that's 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. And yung H natin, so let's go to this figure para ma-identify natin yung dimension ng ating H. So, sabi dito, it's the vertical distance from our centroid ng ating area to the water surface. So, kung tutusin, ito yung distance na yan. So, it will be 1.5 plus this distance D. So, madali lang siyang makuha yung D na ito since alam natin na this dimension here is half or kalahati ng ating height, which is 1.2 meters, and ang ating angle will also be the same here na 45 degrees. So, simply, ang ating D will be 1.2 sine 45, which is around 0.849 meters. So, ang ating H will be simply the sum of 1.5 and the value of D, which is, lagay ko siya dito. So, 1.5 plus 0.849 meters, which is around 2.349 meters. And ang ating area, given naman na sa ating problem, it's 2.4 meters high and 1.6 meters wide. So, plug in na lang natin yung mga values na nakuha natin. So, for our gamma, that is 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. Yung H natin is 2.349 meters. And ang ating area, which is this, kopyahin lang natin, times 1.6 meters. And that gives us around 88.49 kilonewtons. And yun yung sagot natin sa first problem ng ating situation. So, lagay ko lang siya dito, 88.49 kilonewtons. So, ang next naman na tinatanong sa ating situation is the location ng ating hydrostatic force. So, actually, when dealing with an area sa submerged in a water, yung force na nararamdaman niya is not applied sa center of gravity dito. It's actually applied at a different location known as the center of pressure. And ang distance from our CG to CP has a value of E. Okay? So, yun yung tinatanong sa ating second problem. And may formula din tayo for this eccentricity E. And it is given by the moment of inertia about our centroid divided by the area of our gate and y. Yung y na to, explain ko siya sa figure kung saan natin siya makikita. It is the distance ng ating centroid towards our water surface, pero parallel yung kanyang direction. So from here, so dito, hanggang sa ating water surface. And this will be our y. Ayan. So, madali lang siyang makuha kasi since may nakuha na tayong H which is from our water surface to our centroid. So, if makikita niyo yung triangle dyan, let me just redraw it dito. So, ito yung H natin kanina. And this will simply be the y na hinahanap natin for our formula. So, may H na tayo dito, which is, na-solve na natin kanina, which is 2.349 meters. And syempre, since yung dimension na to is parallel sa ating gate, this will also be 45 degrees. So, ang ating magiging value ng ating y will be 2.349 meters over sine 45 using trigonometric functions. And this is around 3.322 meters. Okay? Now, for our moment of inertia about the centroid. So, yung formula natin dyan is actually the width times the height raised to 3 over 12. So, plug in lang natin yung mga values natin dyan. So, for our moment of inertia, so given naman na sa atin lahat ng kailangan, so ang ating width is 1.6 meters times 2.4 meters raised to 3 over 12. Now, sa ating area naman, once again, given na sa problem, 2.4 meters times 1.6 meters, and yung nasolve natin na y dito, which is 3.322 meters. And this value here gives us around 0.144 meters. But yung tinatanong sa problem natin is actually the distance from the force, yung force natin dito, hydrostatic force, from the top of our gate. So, kailangan lang nating i-add, if you can see, yung E natin at saka itong 1.2 meters na distance. So, ang hinahanap sa ating problem, let me call it D, is simply 1.2 plus E. And ito yung E natin, that gives us 1.344 meters. Ayan. So, that's for our second problem. Okay, so for the last problem ng ating situation is, sinabi sa ating problem na, what if daw kung lalagyan natin ng hinge yung gate natin sa top of our gate? So, ang tinatanong dito is, ano daw yung force sa bottom ng ating gate, which is normal, so perpendicular siya dito, no? Perpendicular siya dito. Ano daw yung force na to, force P, para mabuksan natin yung gate natin? So actually, this problem will just be solved using summation of moment. So, for our third problem, gagamitin lang natin ang summation moment. And the best location kung saan tayo magmo-moment is sa ating hinge. So, let's call it point A na lang for simplicity. So, summation moment at A dapat equals to 0. So, equate lang natin ang ating mga clockwise motion with our counterclockwise motion. So, ang mga nagkakos ng ating clockwise motion dito sa ating figure at A will be the force P. So, force P will cause this moment na may moment arm, which is the full height ng ating gate, which is 2.4 meters. 2.4 meters. And yung forces naman na nagkakos ng counterclockwise motion will be our hydrostatic force na nasolve natin sa number 1. So, yung moment arm naman na ito is from A to the center of pressure, which is actually yung distance na nasolve na natin sa number 2, which is 1.344 meters. So, as I've said, yung nagkakos ng counterclockwise motion is ang ating hydrostatic force na 88.49 kilonewtons, and yung moment arm niya, which is yung ito, number 2, is 1.344 meters. So, isolate na lang natin ang value ng ating P, and this gives us 49.41 kilonewtons. And that will be the force required para gumalaw ang ating gate or mag-open ang ating gate if nakahinge siya at point A. And that's it for our situation. I hope you learned something about hydrostatic force.